Good morning, dear students of class ninth. I welcome you all to this new class of economics where we will continue the same chapter, poverty as a challenge. So, children, now we are heading towards causes of poverty. Once we studied social exclusion, vulnerability, and now we after that we discuss poverty line. Now let us see what are those reasons which are giving us this challenge in society, which is named as poverty. In simple words, what are the reasons for poverty in our country? Now, number one, low level of economic development under the British colonial administration. Now, children, since you people have entered class ninth, reading the complete scenario of the colonial empire in our country in class 8. We all know that East India Company entered India with the motive of trade, and soon it happened to expand its paramountcy, paramount power over the states, different states and princely states all over the country. So, low level of economic development under the British colonial administration. Since Britishers were self-centered, they wanted themselves to be on topmost level, they wanted themselves to be the supreme power, hence they were exploiting our resources and they did not let our country develop economically. Number 2, the failure at both the fronts, promotion of economic growth and population control perpetuated the cycle of poverty. Children, if you look at this, sorry, if you look at this, you will get to know that this cycle of poverty is showing that how exploitation of child labor, then child marriage, then children, we see that low level of economic growth there. Then after that we saw that illiterate parents. When all these factors combine together, children, when all these factors combine together, then what happens, people do not get aware, people do not get updated, hence people will not get to know what are the root causes for economic development, what is better and what is not. Therefore, promotion of economic growth, our economic growth was not to the extent where it should have been taking place, and parallel something else was going on, that population control was not at all going on a scale where it should have been going. So these two parallel aspects were not taking place, which in return led to what? Poverty. Now, third reason, irregular small incomes. Obviously, when a person is getting a monthly fixed salary, then the person is expecting that fixed amount. But when these laborers, per day wages workers, they are not knowing whether tomorrow they are going to get work or not, whether they will be hired or not. So, their incomes are very irregular, and that too very small. One day a labor is going to get 500 rupees, but someday he is going to get a work of say 200 rupees. So income is less and it is irregular. So this is also a reason for poverty. Now, huge income inequalities. This is very important, children. Huge income inequalities. There is no equality in the income of the citizens of our country. A person who is doing well is getting such high incomes, but a person who is deprived of these luxuries is getting suppressed, more and more suppressed. So we can't see any equality in the incomes of the people. So there is a huge income inequality. There is a big gap of income inequalities. Then socio-cultural factors, socio-cultural factors which are prevailing in society, like I made you see in the previous slide, this socio-cultural inequalities, socio-cultural factors where people are uneducated, people are not literate, the poor people are not sending their girls to school, they are not able to get education. If they would have been getting education, they would have got some work, but the parents are thinking, let us earn and send them to work at different houses. So they were serving their children as domestic helps. So these are some socio-cultural factors which again are leading to poverty. And children, the last factor is economic factors. Economic factors can be comprised as that low level of income, then the salary is not fixed once the person is unemployed, so plus the economy of the country, the GDP of the country, whether it is going up or not. GDP is gross domestic product. So the total country's development, economical development is whether going on or not, whether it is going down. So all these economic factors also play important role in leading poverty. So that's all for today's class, children. I'll see you in the next class. Thank you so much, children. Have a nice day.